Hello, guys. Thank you for waiting 1 minute. I was finishing up my dinner and I can't chew very fast, so I'm just like always rushing. Anyways, hello. Today live is taking place in Finland. I am currently in Finland. So if you're thinking like I'm in a sauna and it looks like a sauna, that's probably why. Yeah, so, hi guys. How are you guys all doing? Let me know how you guys are doing. And I never know how to start these things, honestly. I am very bad at starting these things, but how are you guys? I am doing, I think, fine. I think I'm doing fine. And yeah, I'm so happy to be finally hosting another live with all of you today. Today's live is gonna be like an hour just because like I'm gonna be here with like family and I'm just trying to keep it short today. So yeah. We've got I think like 5 or 6 films today that we're gonna be reviewing, which I'm super excited about because I took a close look at them or like a short look and I think it's gonna be a banger day, honestly. Bangers today. All right, let's see what all of you have to say. Hello, hello. Hey, so happy to do this again. I'm so happy you guys are here. Like all of the usuals. I know Sid, Jim, like even Peggy's here. I know all of the usuals are here. So yeah, for those who are new, hi, I'm Megan, and this is sort of like a weekly thing that we do. You guys submit your films to me, I put them in a Google Drive, or you put them in a Google Drive, and I kind of like go through the Google Drive and I react to your films live. I normally go through like the films like very briefly before I actually start the live just because I just want to see if there's any violence, sex, or any like vulgarity that's going on. We do have a really cool rap video today that is a little bit vulgar, but I think it's such a beautiful piece, and I think it should be fine because he posted it on YouTube as well, and it didn't get flagged, so I think it should be fine. But I am so excited, and for those of you who are new here, normally like even though your film is like a longer than like 5 minutes, we normally all watch it to 5 minutes. Like that is the point, just because we want to be fair to like everyone, right? Like everyone who has submitted. And for those who have submitted, we normally go like chronologically. So right now we are still in like July, August 2025 with the submissions, and we still have over 100 submissions in the Google Drive because it keeps on coming. And if you guys want to submit, hey, if you guys want to submit, then it's gonna be in the link below in the description. But yeah, I know the room is such a vibe. No, honestly, wait, let me just like turn down this lamp. It's like so distracting. Hold on. This lamp is just like I just feel like it's in the life. I think that's a lot better. All right. Yeah, I was like on a meeting and then someone said like, "Oh, you look like you're in a sauna, like a sauna." And I was like, "Yeah." I'm not in a sauna, but it's like a bedroom and it's like a very nice cute like house cabin type vibe here because I'm like in the middle of the woods. And it's snowing, so it's like I don't know if you guys can see. But it's like hella dark outside and it's just like snowing. But yeah, okay. Well, if you guys have any questions of any time of the live, please do ask me. I am happy to answer all of your questions. And if you have any feedback to the films, I think it's more important that the person who send their films into the Google Drive, they get your feedback instead of mine. Like I will obviously give my feedback, but I think it's so helpful. And that's the whole reason we're doing this live is just so that we can have feedback from everyone's side, right? So please comment in the chat and please let them know what you think about their film and about their work because I think a collective like feedback is great. And this is a safe space, so everyone be nice. Even though you're giving critics, it has to be like maybe constructive critic and it has to be critic that you think would help the person. So like don't be mean, all right? It's a safe space. I have a question. I want to ask if you write down a script of what to say. Oh, yes, I do. I used to not do it, but then I realized like if I want to plan this whole like social media thing, I would have to definitely start scripting and thinking a little bit more about my videos. But my vlogs, though, I don't really script them. I just kind of like, okay, I'm doing this today. I'm gonna be doing that and that. But like the more like curated, like how to make cinematic films at home kind of thing, like I script all of that. Sorry, my nose is like a bit runny, but let me Let me share my screen for today. All right, so I normally move them into a folder. As you can see, there's 150 like films still in that other folder, but I normally like move them into this folder just so that we have like a overview of like what we're gonna be reviewing today. And yeah, will you make videos of color grading in the future? If I think maybe like a simple color grade, maybe I would, yeah. I would love to do like more of like a film grade, I think. Like I think I've never done anything like that, so I think I would definitely like go through that kind of process. Um but guys, my nose is like my phlegm is in like my throat. Ugh! In DaVinci Resolve. Yes, I only use DaVinci Resolve. For color grading at least. And yeah, all right. So let's go through the files today. I'm sorry, like my nose. Quick question if possible. Me and my bud are going to try to make one short film every 2 weeks during the summer. Thoughts, we are insane. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but you can try it. And I feel like if it's like a summer project, I think that's so fun. And I think if you're young and if you're like if you want to do something like this, go for it. I mean, like, seriously, I think that is such a summer vibe. And I think it's such a great way to spend the summer without being on your phones or like on your laptops, if you know what I mean. I think you should make the color grading video talk about how art design, costumes, lighting, and color grading works together. I think they're so closely connected. That's actually a really good point, Jim. Like, I think every time, like even now, like even for my lives, right? I think about what I'm gonna be wearing, just because I obviously I want to look nice, but like secondly also because like um what matches with like my background and what looks good on screen, which is so true because yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. All right, let's dive in. All right, so I'm gonna go with the first one. The first one is called The Lost Ivy, How I Learned to Live Slowly, and it's a cottagecore vlog. I took a peek in this one and it is lovely. All right. Okay, let me just like I think it was a yes, a YouTube link. So she sent me a little note in that Word document that just popped up. So it says, "Hi Megan, I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to I can't say that word. The to have the opportunity to do this as a new YouTuber, I'm constantly so inspired by your channel, your filming, color grading, creativity. It's absolutely incredible. You're an inspiration to me, and I'll forever be grateful for your channel. So see below for the link in my latest video. I do slow living cottagecore videos. Thanks again, Elise." Well, thank you, Elise. I never know how to respond to compliments. You guys must know. But all I want to say is like I'm very, very grateful that a lot of you love my videos and like actually submit your films to like my live so I can actually have something to watch. You know what I mean? Like very, very grateful. So thank you, Elise. I'm gonna click the YouTube link and then I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. All right, give me a seckie. Where are you? All right. Okay. I already like when I saw this, I was like frame and it is just so beautiful and it's so vibes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I freaking love this color. Like the colors, the slow living type. Like I have nothing to say. This is like beautiful, and I feel like if I were to shoot like a cottagecore like YouTube video, this is exactly how I would do it. Like the kimchi is just giving. I don't know. This looks like kimchi to me, but the kimchi is just giving, and it's just so wholesome. And the one where she's like reaching something out of the cabinet is also just like really just warm, and I feel like this is something I definitely put on, like, when I'm working or something like that. It's also just, like, a beautiful, like, home, isn't it? also unrelated, but I used to do this kind of vlogs, like super slow living, and I feel like I should maybe do more of those. But I don't know if like people are still interested in vlogs like these. Like I was just thinking about like what you guys think. Like let me know in the chat because I like this. I think this is like the perfect time to ask just because it's like live feedback. But I've been thinking of bringing that kind of vlog back where I'm not talking much, maybe a few voiceovers there and here, but like here and there. But like I've yeah, I've been thinking of, like, bringing those, like, slow, nice, just, like, vlogs back. I think the reason I stopped it is was because I didn't know, like, if it was showing my personality online enough, which I was super worried about for some reason, but, yeah, let me know because I really wanna bring them back, and I'm so, like, passionate about, like, there's these, like, cute little vlogs, but I just don't know if you guys would resonate with them, so, well, let me know. I love how the fur just kind of, like, floated away. Something I would say, like, for this frame, it's beautiful, and if it's, like, her intention to have, like, the light flares come in the lens, I think that'd be great, but I mean, I think that is great, but, like, I feel like this one could be avoided with a little bit of, like, either an ND filter or you have sort of something covering the lens so it's not too much, like, light flare, if that makes sense. So it does take a lot of the contrast away from the colors and a lot away from the frame. But again, this is very, like, subjective and you can, like, play with the light flares however you like. But I personally like what I've learned is that like when I get into color grading, I normally just kind of regret too much light flare just because it takes like you can see it's like cloudy here, so it takes a lot away from the details and the contrast in the film as well. So I try to like avoid that. This is so pretty. Like I have nothing else to say. Like this is so pretty. I don't know if you guys noticed as well, but she has these like rounded, slightly round film corners here. So it's not filling the whole 16 by 9 frame. Instead, it's just sort of like a cropped in as if it were to be on film. And then there are like these blurred brackets, or what do you call them? Blurred lines here at the side, the borders, which I find really, really nice.
Take your coffee.
I also like love this like setup. Like I think a very important part of filming is not just filming in like a white room, unless that's your intention, of course. But I feel like I was watching this guy on Instagram. He was saying like if you want to film in your apartment and if you want to set up your apartment to film, then set it up as if it was a set. So you set up your apartment as if it was a set so that it looks filled, it looks lived in, it doesn't look like a studio. And I think that's what she did. Like she did such a great job with her kitchen, like in general, that if you just to film like in every corner, I think it'd just be cinematic just because it looks filled, it looks lived in, and it looks um like it belongs in a film immediately, you know? Like her one looks very like I would say super like cottage like core, like vintage cottage core, and that's exactly what she's giving. And like I feel like it all comes together. And that I think like if I were to shoot in her kitchen, I think it would just be like every corner would just be filmable, you know what I mean?
Okay. And like that. Wow, it's nice and soft.
Oh, 5 minutes already. But I also love what I wanted to say is that the music is like pretty cohesive. Although it's like different songs, you can't really tell the difference between like one song and another. And it just kind of like melts into the other. And also the cake, like I don't know if you guys know, but I am very much into baking. So the cake is caking. Okay, the cake is caking. I want to say a big thank you to Lise for submitting your film. This YouTube video goes for 14 minutes, and if on her YouTube. It's V, which is a super pretty name. I think it definitely matches to like whatever she's filming and doing. So yeah, this was so pretty. So Elise, thank you so much for sharing your film. I just want to say it was beautiful, calming, and I love the colors, and I think everyone else can agree. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with me. It was such a nice slice of life, pun intended. But yeah, everyone give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much. If you guys have anything else in the chat to say, please do give her a round of applause in the chat because that's what we do. But yes, let me read through the comments real quick. I'm like so bad at multitasking. Let me just like read through the comments real quick. I'm new here. I'm from India, Punjab. Hello. I really want to have a reaction. Um, uh, this is the kind of observational version of an Isabel page. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. Could I do it now? You could submit your film in the description below. Like there's a link, but it might take a little while for us to get to your film just because there are so many and we're trying to be like chronologically, like we're trying to go chronologically so that everyone gets a fair chance. But yes, you can definitely submit your film. Thank you everyone for giving a round of applause. You guys are the best. Hi. Yeah, the solo praise makes it feel more immersive, like you're actually there experiencing the space in the story. That's very true. Hello. Hello who everyone who just came in. All right, let's see the next film. Thank you so much, Elise, once again. That was a beautiful. And if you guys want to follow her, her name is the Lost Ivy on YouTube. Alrighty, let me see. Okay, so the next one we have is Nia. Nia sent in a Pros Tools Spec commercial. which I think was also really, really. So let's see what Nia has to submit. The bat, love the music, also very like calm, collected. What I would say though, like this for me is a little bit too dark, and as you can see, like the blacks here are really just sort of like the information is gone. Um and obviously this might be also due to quality. Let me see if I can match that in 1080. But yeah, for me, I think the light might be a little bit too dim. I would say here either we add like an additional small little light, like from the top, or like whatever you think the motivational light is coming from, which I would say from here would be coming from the kitchen like table. I would add a little bit more light to it just because now it's a little bit too dark and it looks like the light is coming from a bigger source of light. So it does kind of like act as a like a flat surface of light. So it does look kind of flat on screen. But yes, that would be my suggestion. Like this is nice because there's the contrast with the purple and then like the yellow. Like what I would say though is just because like the purple is coming, I think it's coming from the back of the cabinet and it's bouncing against the ceiling and then landing on the cabinet. I think that is why it looks very like flat. If that makes sense, like the lighting on the cabinet looks flat, and I think it would be maybe more cinematic if the whole like purple lamp was actually out. Um just my opinion though, but because also I think the cabinets are white, so it just bounces a lot of the light just everywhere, especially if you're shooting it at your ceiling and then it comes down to your cabinets. It's just basically what the light is doing, and the cabinets what the white surfaces are doing, it's just bouncing the light everywhere in every direction, so it does create this like flatter look. If that was what you were going for, then great. But if you wanted to make a little bit more contrasty, a little bit maybe more dramatic or like more cinematic, I would say turn off those purple lights, and then you could keep those kitchen lights on. I think they're beautiful, and I think that could really illuminate your, like if you like sort of like a backlight as well to your shirt and to the towels, if you can, as you can see here, sort of. Um, but yeah, that would be my suggestion. And if you really want to add like a fill light, you could maybe have a motivational light come from the side, maybe a little bit of a bluish light, or like a cooler light, like let's say like 6,000 Kelvin or like 6,000 Kelvin, just to sort of like motivate the light in the sense that okay, it's maybe make it maybe coming from the living room, stuff like that. Like this is also very nice because I think the only light source of what is coming is from the top. Like overhead lighting in bathrooms always makes sense to me, and I think that is exactly the light source that she's only using in this. So I feel like this is optimal. Yeah, I really like the composition of this, a little bit of the foreground of the door here as well, and then a little bit of a light source coming here. What you could do though, also if you wanted to, again, this is like not necessary, like if this is like just like a chill vlog, but if you want to give yourself like a little bit backlight, you can have like a small little light or like a lamp just illuminating you from that side. But in general, I really like this look, and I think straight out it looks like a frame from a film. What I would say though that is bothering me is just like how it's a bit lopsided, like they it's I think it's not straight, the frame, so that could also just help make it look a little bit more cinematic. But again, like these are just my opinions, and if you think you're doing this like for like a cozy like chill ass vlog, then you're I also like this, like how it's like coming from the kitchen, and the only thing that's illuminating you is like the TV and your phone, which is really nice. Honestly, I love the low like whole montage of like things, and I find it somehow very satisfying when a video is like step by step and like there's not much talking, it's just like showing you like what the steps are. I really like the slowness of it, and like it just feels like girly downtime to me, and that is exactly how this video feels like, and I hope that what you wanted to come across, because that's definitely how it, you know, seemed to me. I would definitely buy a Pro Tools if I actually would perm my hair, because I perm my hair once and it looks terrible. I'm never sharing those photos ever on the internet, but yeah. All right, let me read through the comments, but in general, thank you so much, Nia. That was beautiful. Again, all those tips I gave you on the lighting was really just subjective. It depends on like what you're going for, but I really like the small little piece that you put together. Everyone give her a big round of applause. My my leg just like pins and needles. It just like slept on me. All right. I have one nice light, so I have to be careful how I use it. If you guys can just get one strong key light that can control color, temp, and brightness, you gain a huge superpower. Yes, and Jim is so right, and you can even get these like for like from newer for like pretty cheap, and you can get like beginner like lights like that like for pretty cheap. I don't know if you guys know the filmmaker and the YouTuber Tio Crawford. I did a video with him a while back, but basically his main light is like this newer light, and it's like a softbox and like a small little grid, and that's it. Like he uses that for all of his videos, and it always looks so good, and the lighting setup is literally that, like it's so simple, and maybe like a practical lamp behind him or something. And he has like a I've been to his house, so it's a bit like it's a nice, really like cozy small room that he has, where he films his stuff in, and it always looks so good, so warm, and so cozy. Like he only uses that light, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but he does tell me that that is his main light, and honestly, it is amazing what he can do with that light. Um, love the vibes. Same. I like the consistency of the purple hues. I think that also does give it like a very like consistent look in the film as well. Very peaceful. Yes. Actually, maybe Megan can make a trilogy of videos that all point to each other, like set costume design, lighting, color collection correction. No, Jim, that was exactly what I was thinking though. Like I was thinking like, what if I did like a whole like filmmaking series? I was only very hesitant about doing like a filmmaking series and how to start filmmaking, like basically because first off, I've done a lot of those. Secondly, I just like I don't know if I'm like qualified to do that. Like I a lot of the things that I know are very basic. Like I learned a lot of it by myself and on YouTube. So like the things that I apply to like things are might not be like the most correct way to do something, and it might be like a little bit wonky here and there. So that's why I was like holding back on the like the how to start filmmaking kind of series, but I really wanted to start like doing like one pieces by one pieces, like starting off from like ideation, inspiration, then writing, and then like again, but I'm like I'm not a professional in all of those things, like especially like design, costume, not a professional. Like I just do whatever I think feels best, and like I guess I could talk about the colors matching and stuff like that, but I was just very hesitant to do like this whole series, but I really want to do it. It's just like I don't know if I can pull it off, but I let me know what you guys think in the chat because I've been thinking for about it for a really long time. I was just very hesitant about it. Um, did she just post an ad for that product? It's a spec ad. So what a spec ad is, if you guys don't know what a spec ad is basically like you do an ad for like a product, and it's sort of like a what is it called? A conceptualization of an ad. And you can use it to like submit it or pitch it to a brand or whatever you want to do it, or you can use it to like just practice like writing an ad and like scripting an ad. So that's what a spec ad is just sort of like for practice and also just if you wanted to pitch it to a brand or something like that. And I've done some of those. It's a really good practice because you have the product probably at home, the things that you want to work for, like the brand you want to work with is probably in your house. So like you use that product, you come up with like an ad idea and then you just kind of do it. It's great. I mean, for me at least, it's great. It's great practice. All right. Oh my god, I lost you guys in the comments. Where is when you said bangers, I thought high energy films, but these are quite opposite and they're amazing. Yes, but seriously, all bangers. Hey yo, Megan India won the Cricket World Cup. That is insane. Honestly, not surprising though, because you guys are amazing at that game, but insane. Congratulations. I don't want to interrupt, but any thoughts on mirrorless versus DSLR? I'm thinking about buying a camera finally, but I'm a bit confused. Like, I've used it once in my school, which is DSLR. I personally am like a big fan of mirrorless just because I've been using mirrorless for such a long time. And I think all the film cameras now, like if you want to do film making, it's all mirrorless. Like DSLRs are mainly for like photography, like wildlife photography and like portrait photography. You can go for DSLR, but like for me, I'm down for mirrorless. Wait, so you're letting people do YouTube links now? I love that from the first film law. Oh yeah, they've been like, I don't know, like people have just been submitting everything, so I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna use it. But some like I would honestly really, really appreciate if people could just like submit it on Google Drive because then I could just click it and I don't have to go to like my YouTube and like go to like an external link. But a lot of people don't have space in their Google Drive or don't have a Google Drive. So what they do is like they submit a Word document and they just kind of like bring me to the YouTube channel. And obviously, if you want to promote your YouTube channel, this is the place. So like, go for it. I mean, it's not the place, but like, you know, if you like, you want people to like sort of like follow you as well, then go for it. And if it's easier for you, why not? Like, I don't mind. It's just much easier for me if people just like would post it on Google Drive and I could just like click on it. But it's a few clicks. I mean, like, it's not dramatic. I used the Amaran 100XS. You can find a cheaper version of the light. Oh, yes. No, for sure. Hello, I'm so out of breath all the time. Hello, I like to submit another one of my films, but the layout of the drive is sort of confusing me right now. I'm not sure like what order it is. I was wondering I should place it in the queue. I'll just like upload it because I can see like in the info like when it was uploaded, and then I kind of like go by that like date. So like I know like when people actually submit it, and then I can just like do it chronologically, if that makes sense. Hello. Oh my god, yes, please do. We authorize you to do it, Megan. Authorize? You are more than qualified, guys. You guys have no idea how qualified I am. I'm still learning, trust me. I've been trying to get in more into directing, so I've been trying to really just be in all of those like I would say like aspects of a film because you have as a director you have to know all these aspects of the film, and I would be so down to do this. I'm wondering if like if I okay I'm like rambling so much, but I just need your opinion right now. I was wondering if like if I took like one story, right, and I don't have to do like different stories for each film. Obviously for each video and each tutorial it would be cool to do like a film for it, and that was my initial idea. But now I'm thinking like what if I did like a whole like short not short film but like a short video, and then I break that down into like lighting, scripting, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like would that make more sense, or would it make more sense to do like a video for each one? Like I mean like a mini video as a result for each video. Does that make sense? Like each skill. Um the series would be awesome. No, I know. I need to get that. I don't know, it's been a big idea of mine for a really long time. I just don't know if I want to like I think I'll try. I know a lot of people have been asking me. That would be so cool. I already love the videos you already have. Would be so cool in an official series though. The official series that I'm actually posting is the how to like achieve my how I got my creative spark back, which is coming next month, by the way, or this month. Sorry, this month. I've already filmed it. I just need to film a few more parts, but that was like also a very official series of mine that I started last year, and I it's been a very hard series to continue, but it just takes a lot of preparation, like like actually post like the second episode. So I've been really writing and like shooting for the next episode of like how I get my creative spark back, if that makes sense. I don't know. Do you guys like that series? Let me know because I love it personally and I think it's like for me it's like a output, like an outlet for me to sort of I think like I'm rambling so much. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get to the next film very soon. But I think it's an outlet for me to like sort of like express myself and how I'm feeling with my creative spark at the moment. And it's just like, creative rut can last for a very long time. So that's exactly like what I'm trying to do. And it's like my creative outlet. Oh my god, you guys were so active in the chat today. Like it is insane. I have to actually read through. And it's like really long comments as well, which I love. But I'm just a very slow reader, okay? I think you're qualified. Okay, wait, you're qualified because your work is great, and I think most people are looking for this kind of help that needs tips that would take them from 90% mark, not the Hollywood point. Thank you. I think you're qualified, but maybe if you don't feel confident as a professional, you can still show your perspective as a series. I think showing my perspective is great, and I think it helps me learn as a filmmaker as well while I'm making the series. So I feel like there's no bad side to it. So I'm just probably gonna try, but it's gonna be a lot of pressure. Um, yeah. I think you're qualified, but maybe if you don't feel confident. Oh wait, no, I already read that. I have an old Olympus point and shoot camera, and only so how do I use that as I want to make a video and how to use that retro vibe. Can it shoot video as well? Because I feel like if you have a point and shoot camera, like you already have that like nostalgic film vibe. I like if they add more context in their text document. Yeah, they normally do actually. They really like they write a really cute like letter sort of thing. I always feel like I'm reading letters when I open the Word document, just because like it feels like they put like a time capsule, like a letter in a bottle, and now I'm like only opening and actually reading it. So every time they leave me a little small little message before I watch the video and a little bit of context of the video, I really really love just because I feel like so heartfelt and so cute. So it's for me it's super special. How to videos are so hard. You want to give people the best information possible. At the same time, there are so many people have different processes. I like to have the angle from your process. Thank you very much. Good to know. But yeah, learning but casually shoots an ad for Claude. Oh, I was still learning then, and I am still learning. Um, how do I begin videography? Any tips? Literally, I tell this all the time to people. I just like literally start because there is no reason for you not to start and just like YouTube that shit because I have been YouTubing my way through since I was like 16. I like to separate skill. I like to s- I like I oh my god, I like the separate skill videos. Got you. Yeah, I try to post more of those, but I also like want to go into more of like a nice like lifestyle personal videos kind of vibe. So that's why I've been trying to do, and I've been trying to post like how to make cinematic videos at home as well. But I feel like the filmmaking series could be really cool as well. I love that series. Thank you, Danielle. Diana, sorry. Diana. I think it would be easier for you to use one video and for us too, if the same video we would slowly and gradually know the story too and your intentions behind everything. That's really cool. That's good to know. I think it would depend on how much you want to talk about. If it's like a really long video, maybe best series, but if it's not enough for each step, maybe one video. Okay. Use your phone camera and start filming things. Okay. I was deciding, sorry, that was not for me. I was deciding whether I would upload my old shorties like 10 plus years ago. Go ahead. I think that's so nostalgic and funny always to look back on. I think breaking into separate videos makes it easier to consume and probably best for your channel since it encourages binge watching. Um, yeah, no, so basically what I meant, Jim, was like if I did like a series of the tutorial, right? Like if I should make for each skill, should I make like the result of like another like short video, or should I do one whole big chunk of a video, like the result of the video, and then every time I do a new skill in that YouTube video, I refer back to that short film, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Or I make a short film for each of those skills. Let me know. All right, let's go back to the thing. Sorry about that. Got distracted. But very good to know your feedback, guys. Like I always am very, very grateful for the feedback, really. FY, you have great points for how to move forward from being stuck. It helped a lot. Thank you. I'm still stuck, so I need to listen to my own advice, but you know how it is. So this one's Malibu by Remy Ossoff, and okay, it's another Word document. It says, "Hi, I don't have a free space left on my Google Doc, but here's a link to my short on YouTube." Okay, so this is a short film, and okay, wait, there's an ad. I think I watched this for a really short time just to see if everything was like in order as usual. And I think this one is really cool. Like, I think it was an animation film if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, how many ads? Okay. No, because this one is so cool. You guys have to watch it. Let me just like read. Hold up. Okay, I need to share my. Okay, so this is his YouTube, Pantone448 City, which is such a cool YouTube name. So this is his description. In immaterial worlds, I film landscapes and their inhabitants blending fiction and investigation. Malibu is a journey through a declining territory which the uncanny of an artificial world surrounds us. We seek a refuge there and lose ourselves along the way. This I was very honestly, I was very by it just because I didn't know if it was like live action or animation, but when I was watching it, it's beautiful. It's slow, but it's beautiful. So like I can't wait for you guys to watch this as well. All right, here we go. Wait, it's giving PS2 vibes. This is so nostalgic. Oh my god, girl, like I need to get this guy to do some animations for me. So honestly, when I was watching this, I thought this was like filmed, and then I was like, I looked towards, and I was like, wait, this is animated. This is insane. Like, look at this 3D animation. Do you know how insane it is to animate water to look like water. Does that make sense? Like the music, the sound effects, it's just it immediately sucks you into this like world and you feel like you're in Blade Runner or something or like yeah, like Dune, like you know what I mean? Like it's so calming but also kind of like scary and like jarring for me in that sense because like, you're suddenly pulled into this world where you're on this boat and the waves are wild but it's so calming like and the animation? Like, is this even animation? Like, I don't even know anymore. This is insane. Yeah. Okay. No way. Wait, that caught me so off guard. Oh my god, I really want to watch this. We're almost at 5 minutes. No, just when they're just when they're introducing a character. Oh fuck. No. Do you see that guy there? I just want to say that caught me off guard, and it was like a super beautiful. This is so beautiful. Like if this were a game, I'd freaking play it. Like guys, okay, you guys gotta go onto his YouTube channel after this because I'm gonna watch this by myself after this. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up in bed and watch this because this looks like a banger. Okay, we have 15 more seconds for this film, but you guys need to watch this after this. Okay, guys, it's 5 minutes. I am really sorry, but this was beautiful, really, really beautiful. I'm gonna watch this after this. So his name on YouTube, guys, is Pantone448C. Let me copy that and put it in the chat for y'all. Hello, nice to see you. You can just like click the link in the description, and you should be able to just upload it on the Google Drive. But how does this only have 175 views? Like, guys, give him some views, give him some love. I'm gonna like this. This is amazing. Like, I'm gonna save this for later as well. Watch it later. All right. You just saw my ASMR watch later list. I love ASMR. Okay, that was beautiful, Remy. Thank you so much for showing this to us. What a piece of art, really. I'm like I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys like want to submit your beautiful artworks and pieces and make my Google Drive a freaking gallery for everyone to look at. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Remy. That was beautiful. I don't know shit about animation, so this was. I know it's very good animation. Because when I was looking at the water, I was like, "Is that filmed or was that like even?" What confused me the most, I think, was like when I was looking at the boat, like the sail of the boat, and then the water. Because I know the water was animated, but then I looked at the sail of the boat, and I was like, that doesn't look animated. You know what I mean? But it is. It's just so well done. The colors, the mist, and like the whole atmosphere that you guys have built, and the world that you guys have built for this animation is beautiful. So really kudos to you guys. Um, yeah, no, it needs 175K. Honestly, the moving from underwater clip on the surface is so nice and so difficult to not clip. Yeah, at to 40 minutes, it's already a feature length. Exactly, honestly. Kind of reminds me of the game Journey. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, please go and follow him or like watch the film because I think that's when like after 5 minutes, that's when it really starts. I just had to be fair to everyone. I'm sorry. I would have really wanted to watch it more than 5 minutes, but have to be fair to everyone, right? Everyone gets their chance. So please give him some love. Honestly, um I think that's where the story would have started, like, after the 5 minutes, like, the whole intro was beautiful, but I think that is when the story actually would start, so please go and watch it, okay? Alright, next one. Thank you so much, Remy, by the way. I put that in my, ooh, to watch list. The next one is let me see. The next one is Camille Side A. That's what it's called. Let me see if it's a document. Yes. Okay, so this document says, just says Camila Lato A and then Koto Matragio. I think I can't speak that language, but this is basically I'm not sure what their name is because I think it just says Caponi Davide. David. So maybe Caponi David is maybe the name. Hopefully. Okay, I'll just share my screen because it's another YouTube link. Already. Okay. Beautiful lighting. Something that I would change about this is that I feel like it's a bit too clean for black and white, if that makes sense. Like for me, I love a good grain when it comes to black and white, like really like a I don't know why I just did that. A gritty feel to black and white. I feel like gives it a lot more character than just like a really nice clean digital black and white because I think we're so used to seeing black and white as film, so I would give it like a little bit of a grain, a little bit of like a gritty look, but in general, the lighting is really good. What is the film called? Is it The Birdman? Is it The Birdman? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's like the Birdman, and then like you know how he's like going to the into the like is it like a nightclub or something? But they do have like a very like one long shot and a slow shutter shot while he's going through. I really like that addition to this intro, and I feel like it was very cute. Not cute, but like what's the other word for it? A really good head start. Yeah, head start. I really like how it's colored. It's very like it feels almost like what's it called? Technicolor in the sense that a lot of the reds, the yellow are popping out. And I really like the color grading of this, and especially like when they were sitting in the forest on the tree trunk, that was beautifully done. But yes, I love it. Wait, this is actually a very I've never thought about it. Like, but this is a very actually creative setup because you obviously don't have a photo booth at home. So probably they're doing this against curtains at home and they're just putting two either like digitally in post doing two like bars, or they actually use like black paper to just cover it up. Either way, I feel like I could use this technique as well. This is actually very inspiring. This is a very good technique. I might just use that. Thank
Ciao.
Ciao,
Ho cominciato a scrivere.
bravo.
Cos'hai lì?
Ho fatto spesa e ho comprato un disco.
Ah, e quando l'hai pagato?
So something I'm hearing here is that once one person finishes talking, the other sound kinds of it just kind of weaves in, and that is probably because you're using two mics on each of the actors. And so you hear sort of like a cut off every time someone is finished talking, and you also hear this noise reduction. Again, this is like something that I'm a bit aware of just because I've done films like these. I've done films in the sense like these in the sense where I've had that problem, the same problem with the sound and the noise reduction. So I'm very aware of like when the conversation ends and the other one starts another person starts talking, you hear the cutoff and you hear the beginning and the end of the sound. So like for me, that is very disturbing as an audience just because I think it just kind of takes you back and forth when you're listening to a conversation. If you look at a like a cinema film, right? They normally have the whole like background noise plus the conversation that is going on, even though one of each of the actors are talking. And what they normally do is they do a J cut so that you hear the other person's voice before you see them, which makes everything a little bit more cohesive and like more together. And I think that is something that could maybe improve this scene a little bit more because now it just feels like every time someone is finished talking, you're like suddenly detached from the scene, and then once someone else starts talking, and then you're like brought back to it. So I think that could maybe help improve this a little bit.
Che ti frega? 40.
I like the I like the in frame separation. So you guys can see here, it is a separation between the both of them, and then he comes into frame, which is very nice because you have this like you have the grids physically in the frame, which I love using. Like the boundaries in frames are very something that I really want to learn on how to use, but I think that is something that could really portray a story if they're a little bit more separated, if they're in two different times of their lives, things like that. I sadly don't understand the conversation, but I'm going to see if there's captions. Um,
Lascia fare a me, dai. Vai a mettere il disco intanto.
the sound is very interesting because it sounds like it's coming at the back of my head, and I'm watching this on my laptop, so there's no other like speakers, whatever, right? It is very interesting because it does sound like it's coming at the back of the room, although, like, I'm just watching it on my laptop, which is very funny, but I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but it's very again, I feel like the sound effects here are a bit too loud. I love the Dutch angle that they use to create that sort of like discombobulated discombobulated look. Because you know something's bad's gonna happen. You just don't know what yet. But I feel like the sound effects from the scratching of the record player is a little bit too loud. Very cool effect. Hey, this is very Wong Kar-wai. Y'all know I love Wong Kar-wai. This is definitely like the mirror shot in the Move for Love, kind of like Wong Kar-wai look, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The lighting is beautiful, by the way. I would prefer if there wasn't like lighting. I could see the lighting here, like reflecting on the cupboard, but sometimes it has to be done.
Forse sarebbe più facile se domattina te ne andassi e sparissi con tutta la tua roba. Potrei convincermi del fatto che è stato tutto un sogno. Uno di quelli che dimentichi non appena ti svegli. Peccato.
Also, like the set itself, again, very just like feels lived in. It feels like someone has lived there and it doesn't feel like you just came into like an apartment and just set it up. So it does feel like a very natural setting, which I love in film again. It does add so much contrast, especially to like a black and white film. It adds a lot of contrast and texture to the film. Is he dead? Like what is going on? Also beautiful framing, but is he dead? Oh god, it's 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I was very intrigued of like what's gonna happen next. I would say a very, very beautiful film. Some movements do feel a little bit very shaky, but again, if that was your intention, go for it. I just feel like some of the parts could have been a little bit more steady. Um oh, I think he's gone like she's wanted, probably. And I love here they're like more grain to the black and white, which I really, really love. And I think she like the actress she has like a beautiful on-screen face. Like some people are just born to be on screen, and I feel like she's definitely like her face is definitely one of those kind of like faces that belong on screen. Same with the guy. Like both of them have very like um uh film like faces, if that makes sense. Cinematic Hollywood faces, if that makes sense. But yeah, I love the shots. I love this like the setting of the whole like the house. Um I really like the lighting, especially the bed shots where they're sleeping next to each other and she comes back to bed. I love that. Definitely love the Wong Kar-wai inspiration shot as well. But yeah, all in all, very beautiful. If you guys want to watch more of this, then I'm just gonna write Capo e Lavori Prod. So productions. Let me just write this into. Yes, okay, but thank you so much. I gotta remember the name. Thank you so much, Caponi. Thank you so much, Caponi, for your beautiful film. It was really divine, and I really like the acting as well. So everyone give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. Yes. Let me read the comments real quick and go through that. Could you please move your cam view to the top right and a bit smaller? It's cutting off the subtitles, or is it just me? I can't do that. I literally can't do that right now. I'm very sorry. I've tried it, but I just couldn't somehow change it on the stream itself. Like you can't just move it for some reason. I don't know why. I'm very sorry. She kind of has a Claire Danes look a little bit. Like an old French movie. Yeah. Hey, sometimes I have a story but struggle to plan it or tell it. It's like it feels like a fog. How can I tackle this? I feel like you could take some time away from it, which always helps when there's like a fog in, for me at least, when I try to plan, like over plan or over tell something, it normally ends up me just being stuck and just being like, does this even make sense anymore? I would try to like take a step back from it and then come back to it, read it again, and try to like reiterate and rewrite it then. The American Beauty dining table shot. Oh yeah. Well, all right, let's move on to the next one, guys. Thank you so much. We've got two more. So this one is called Patience 1 from Satish B.
Come on, come on. You think you drive me crazy. Come on.
I love the music. It kind of gives me sort of like I don't know if this is Radiohead, but I feel it's a very it gives me a very like Radiohead vibe, like the music, the song, and very nice visuals and lighting. The song and the camera movement in this very nice. It immediately makes you think you're watching like a Hollywood film. I don't know why, but yeah.
You and your cronies. Come on, come on. Holy Roman Empire.
Honestly, any Radiohead song on anything, you're good to go, honey.
Come on if you think, come on if you think you can take us all. You can take us all.
I know this is all natural lighting, and I think it was done on a cloudy day. That's why the lighting is very soft, very even, and I love it. I love the colors that he's mixing. The red shirt against a lot of like the hues of the blues and like turquoise in the background is beautiful, and the following shots and everything. And I like how the shots let themselves breathe. Like you give the audience enough time to let things breathe, and I'm really enjoying this, honestly.
You and your family. You and your cronies.
It reminds me of a music video. I think it was the music video for Everything in Its Right Place, if I'm not mistaken, by Radiohead, where he's Is it that one? I think where he's, like, going through the like, his life from the back and you see everything that's happening. Maybe it could be inspired by that, I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, like, which music video I'm talking about, but, like
You forget so easy.
Bro, this is so good. The whole story is not very dramatic. It's just like this little guy just following through life and seeing like what he's doing, running errands, and I think he's getting something that's pretty important to him. But the music and the camera movement and the colors and the lighting really tell the whole story here, and I'm all here for it, honestly. This is 100% a banger. Like I told you guys today is bangers, okay? Today was such a special like whoa, everyone's like creative. I say this in every life, okay, but like I am biased. You guys are very creative and you guys always inspire me. Like I this music, I probably gonna use it for my next reel or short or whatever, but it's beautiful and I'm a big fan of Radiohead. Yo, the one in the truck, this shot right here, y'all need to take a chill pill. Like you guys are just making me look very bad here. Okay? You guys are always so talented, always like submitting all these amazing ass films. Like, how do you even? Oh my god! I would say though, the like the skin. I think the skin that I think it might be a little bit too saturated if I'm not mistaken. Like it seems very yellow on my screen at least. Like maybe we could take that down a little bit, or maybe his skin is naturally a bit yellowish. But I would say maybe take that down a little bit because I think then you have more of like a natural look to the skin color, if that makes sense. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I honestly, at the ending, if anyone can tell me maybe what that ending of the story was, let me know. I just was a bit confused of like what it meant. Um, but I just chef's kiss. Mwah. Thank you so much, Satish. That was a very, very beautiful film. Beautiful colors, beautiful lighting, beautiful camera movement. The camera movement, I really liked it just because it was slow. It let you breathe and it told the story without you having to say anything in the script, if that makes sense. Love the shots. Please check Super Ordinary. He's a graphic designer. His storytelling is super. I want to be like that. I want to live like that. Will do. Is that Super Ordinary on Instagram or on YouTube or on Google? Really good. Love it. That was so good. The auto rickshaw shot, and it's not difficult to pull off it if you have been in it before. Yeah, I know it's not difficult to pull off, but it's a very beautiful shot, and that just to see it on screen is a different thing than just seeing it in real life. Just like the whole process of obviously bringing it to the screen, I really, really love. So yeah, love me some Radiohead. I freaking love Radiohead. I was just listening to Radiohead the whole way in the car today. I was just like banger, 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 like Karma Police, everything in its right place, creep, like girl. I know. Hi Megan, I've been following you for 2 years. Greetings from Venezuela. Thank you so much. Greetings back from Finland. YouTube Super Ordinary. Gotcha. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, well, give him a big, big round of applause. Thank you so much, Satish, for this beautiful, beautiful film. I'm biased, obviously, because I love Radiohead, but this was a very, very wonderful piece. Thank you so much. All right, the last but not least, Daylight, a music video. Okay, so I've watched this music video 1,000 times because I felt like it's a very strongly a strong political piece, and the music video itself, and the music itself that was written obviously by the original artist is very good. It just really immediately reminded me of like Kendrick Lamar and Denzel Curry for some reason, and I really, really like the music. Yeah, I was just like on the fence if I should post this or not, just because there are like some things that are a bit, I would say not violent, but like it involves guns and all that. So if you guys are sensitive to that kind of things, this is just like a trigger warning. But I just thought it would just be a little bit too sad not to show this, because I think this is it's a good piece of work, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. So bear with me. This is Daylight, a music video by Julian. So he left me a little note. He says, "Hello, my name is Julian Ramirez, and I'm a film student from Florida. And over the past year, I directed a music video with a lot of my classmates for a local rap artist called Daylight. It follows a heavy crime narrative, so a lot of work went into it, and I would love to hear any feedback. Thank you for your time for reading this." Again, this is a YouTube channel, so bear with me. I'm just gonna cut this off and then go to my YouTube. All right. But it's a beautiful music video, and I think for a student film, this is so well done, honestly. Right.
Border Patrol people, I've got so many of them. Our border czar, as you remember, never went to the border and never made a phone call. She was the border czar. She never made one phone call. They went to the heads of border, they went to the heads of ICE, they never get a phone call. And she admitted she never made one call, but she was the border czar. And that's exactly what our border was all about. The heroes of ICE arrested thousands and thousands of illegal alien criminals.
I love as the door opens, you immediately hear the sound, and the editing that was perfectly timed.
I'll be up before the sun's up. Both of us on the come up, plotting to get the ones up. All for ones that blood suck. It's the Wild West, 2 guns up, waiting out the door.
I also love that reveal and pull back, and then you see the artist, which we didn't see. So because we started on the other guy with the cap on, and then we pull back, and all we see then the artist that has written this music video.
Blazing out the war fatigued up, him treed up. We in the last days, last page, inflated dollars, less than cash pays, fast paced in a rap race, put you in last place. Got him biting the bullet, leaving a bad taste. Stand up right, cause the math's great. I had to wait, give him time to catch what I said on the last tape. Tales for Gotham, pillars of salt outside Sodom. Souls of the demented time.
Like, what do you guys think about the music? Because I think it's such a good song. Like, it's also very catchy, but it says a lot as well.
I'm turned rotten, I'll be at the rest plotting. Trading paper for dreams on my dean. What's up of all them capers and schemes? Had to see the day, casting the losers, cups to Judas. The living in the truest, can't be fooled by the intruders. The road students, who the belt tolls, 85s and health bros. I'll be stepping snakes and new shell toes. Standing in my b-boy stance, elevate my mind state so I can see more brands. On the straight and narrow, no detour path. Mind is deeper than Pacific seafloors can.
Very cool shot, also introducing other friends that are coming in as well. I would say at some parts the light is a bit harsh, but I know they're probably, as students, obviously have a low budget, and they're working with a lot of outside lighting, like let's say supermarket parking lot lighting, and like this one, like this is probably just a lighting at the laundromat, but I think it's all very cohesive and it gives a very dark cinematic feel. So one thing I would say though is something that's bothering me is a little bit of the shakiness of the camera. And I know a lot of the shakiness here is probably not wanted, just because you can tell. And some of the parts, like especially if you're shooting in dark, if you're on autofocus, it is hard to focus with autofocus. So I would say like next time, maybe if like try doing it on manual focus so that you really have your pinpoints on like what you want to focus on. But yes.
Open your eyes to the exquisite, eternal force of rhyme, here to pay more than a visit. Open doors to the senses, showing 85 that we at war in the trenches, hopping over the fences. It's warfare, pay attention when you listen. Say folks that own the music industry will be prison. So don't ask why.
Beautiful shot from the outside.
Country threatening and it's country wrecking. They have wrecked our country.
Bringing with them crime, tremendous
No,
amounts
they're
of
not
crime.
humans. They're not humans. They're animals.
People that are in shackles and murderers, drug lords, rapists, very tough people.
Years ago, they said, no, we're not taking them. They said, we're going to take them. You're going to take them. You're going to like it too. You're going to take them.
I feel like the editing here was very well done, and like the compilation of all these clips as well, really well done. And then you suddenly cut to silence, and then all you see is just sort of like a pullback of the and the conclusion, basically.
Curtains of darkness cover the land. Downs before the wisdom's on the third they understand. From the mines of the Congo out to Gaza, justice with the oppressed so they can rise.
Something I would say is that frames per second, like the frame rate, is a little bit disturbing just because I know it's not 24 and it just feels like the frame rate is still just a lot higher. I mean, about the auto rickshaw film, it was nice visually, the tracking shots and all, but I didn't get what the whole video was about. So for me, visually pleasing only, how do you take it? What makes a good film for you? I think a good film is a very strong story. And I think for that one, yes, you're right. Like I said, like just now, like in the ending, I didn't really know like what the point was or like what he was trying to do. But also I really want to compliment him on the colors, the shooting, and the lighting as well. Just because even though it might not have been a very strong story-driven piece, I think it's also very, very important to recognize like the work that went into it and like what kind of like practice that was going into it. Maybe it was like a practice piece that he was doing that was telling the story of this boy, you know, buying like a newspaper for his grandpa or something like that, who was sick in a wheelchair. So I think things like that can be very much misinterpreted or interpreted from the writer or director himself. And I feel like it would be unfair for me to say like I didn't get the story and that's why it's, you know, it's not a good film. I found it to be a very good film. It's just that if I didn't understand the story, I'm pretty sure someone else must have interpreted it in a different way. So for this one, I would personally talk to him first and then only sort of gain an opinion of like if this is a good story or not. But in general, if you're not looking at the story and if we're dissecting the film as is, then I would say that it's a very good visual piece as well. And also this song is called Daylight by Rahim Samad.
Wanna see daylight. Wanna see daylight. Wanna see daylight.
Very cool effect. Very, very cool. Again, I watched this a million times, but I just want to say, Julian Ramirez, I love the music video, and whatever I said in that film is what I meant. And I think those are just like the little bit of like small little things that you just have to fix. But other than that, it's really just is not a big step into like improvement. Honestly, I think you guys did such a great job as students as well. And the music itself also like is such a banger song, honestly, and it says so much about the current situation. So I really, really want to give you, Julian, and your team a big, big round of applause. So, and if you guys have any comments in the chat, please let us know, because yeah, please let us know. I said I was doing it live for 1 hour today, but I definitely extended it. But obviously, it was really good to talk to you guys and get your opinions on like the content that I've been putting out. And if you guys want to like comment or like put it in the chat, like if you guys want more creativity based or personality based content plus filmmaking content, just let me know. I'm just gonna put a poll here and then like leave it there. But yeah, hold up. Let me start a poll. Oh, I need to end this poll. End poll. Okay, poll here. Sorry, I can't think and type. But yeah, have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for the live. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for submitting your bangers. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm just gonna stay a little bit for the vote, but y'all let me know. If you guys have any questions while I'm waiting, let me know. But today was honestly such an eye-opener. Every time I do one of these lives, I always leave just feeling very inspired and very just creatively recharged, just because I see so many of your films and like how you guys see the world. It's very inspiring to me, and to see like what my audience likes and what they see as well. So it's just very refreshing all the time. How do I see the okay. Thanks for your time today. Thank you so much for coming. Personally, I like story-driven videos that have an arc, even if it's like a mini micro arc. What are you talking about, Jim? Are you talking about like my content, or are you talking about the films? What's your next video, Jim? Oh yeah, what's your next video? Also, thanks for submitting the October one. We will definitely get to it sometime, someone. Oh wow, the Should I Bring Back Slow Vox has 101 votes. I didn't even notice 101 votes. That is insane. Thank you for taking part in the vote. Always a pleasure to have you guys on here. Again, if you guys have any questions, I'm just waiting for the vote to end. But it looks like the both is winning. So great, good to know, because I am thinking of doing like both. Also, I was thinking of maybe like having someone maybe cut these like lives, just because like I cannot look at myself on live back again. Like I am not doing that. So I was thinking about getting an editor to maybe just like cut these lives, or at least like do the highlights of the lives and then post it on my shorts or something. Ta-da-da. It looks like you missed some of the videos in the photo. I think you have to select mix in all in photo short part. Yes, it has been really hard because everyone can touch all of the files, as you know. So date modified doesn't do it at all because everyone's been touching the files. So like I actually have to go in one by one to the info to see when it was actually date created and instead of date modified, which is super hard. So if I get mixed up, I'm really sorry. I've been trying to just like follow it as much as possible. You have to understand, Jim. It's been really hard because everyone can touch the files again. They can edit the files and they can change the dates and everything. So it's been really hard to follow everything chronologically, and I have been trying my best. Also because I don't know, someone just like started doing, like everyone just started doing like folders, and that's why I was like, guys, please do not do folders anymore, because like I can't keep up with the folders. Like the folders and the videos itself, or like files, get separated like automatically, and it's super hard for me to keep up with those, just because they just separate automatically, and then it's like one folder, like one side is just date all the chronologically, it's like the folders, and then there's like the files, so I can just kind of have it in all in one bunch. And it's so annoying because I feel like there should be a better way on Google Drive to like freaking like, like organize your files, because that's what it's for. But like it's so annoying, so I just like I keep on losing track on like when what comes up. So I'm just like I'm really trying my best to like chronologically do that. And yeah, please bear with me. How did you get into filmography? What inspired you? I think honestly, I love photography as a little girl. My dad got me into photography, my uncle did as well. So ever since then, I was really into yeah, I was really into just like doing films as well. So yeah. And I meant in your videos and in videos in general. Thank you. I've been trying to do a little bit mix of like vlogs, creativity, and also like tutorials. So it's like a good mix. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's too much of a mix? Again, I'm trying to get your feedback because I really want to know what my audience watches and like what you guys want to watch, because obviously that's the most important, and obviously what I want to make. But I want to know if you guys think it's too inconsistent. Like, is it too much of a mix? Should I only focus on one thing, or like something more often than the other? Let me know, because yeah, I just really want to know like what you guys want to watch and what you guys want to think, like what you guys think. Yeah. Jim, I'll edit for you. Really? It's a lot. Like, these lives are like 2 hours long, Jim, but like DM me if you really want to give it a go. Yeah. How did you get into wait. Is a Google Doc okay? Yes, it's okay. It's fine. I'm 50% finished with episode 3 though. When's the crazy and lame collab video coming? I don't have any collab with them, sadly. I've been meeting up with them, but like no collab coming. I think we've been all super busy on our own things, honestly. Hi, I do like your content very much. Thank you very much. Whatever gets me more long form videos from you, Megan. I know. Like I used to post 2 times a month, and now I'm posting 1 time a month. And even that is like a struggle for me because it's just so much work. And I'm doing this all like solo. And as you guys know, I've gotten editors there and here, but there are a lot more for like the vlogs, just because they're so much more casual, and like the more narrative pieces and the more pieces that I really curate and script write for, I edit myself. So again, I'm doing all of this solo still, and just it's very hard to let go for me to like let this like creative part go, just because it's like a baby to me. So I've been really trying to put out more long form videos. I swear this month is gonna be the creative series is coming out, and I'm super excited for you guys to watch it because it's gonna be the second one, and a lot of you guys are involved in the video just because I have a lot of like snap and yap like moments coming in. So yeah, that'd be really fun. Did your parents support you? I mean, like how Asian parents in general. Yes, I feel like my parents, honestly, I have to give them a very 100% positive review as Asian parents. I think they pushed me so much on like the things that I loved, and I would say for Asian parents, they were very modern in their thinking and their mentality, and they saw that, I guess they saw something in me, the passion and I guess the talent that I had in filmmaking, and they really wanted me to pursue it, and they really supported me even when I started social media, and I was like, this is going to be my full-time thing, and I'm still going to try, getting to the film industry. I'm still going to try directing and like, DPing and all that. And they were very supportive. They were like, they were giving me ideas every now and then, and they still do, yeah. So they were very supportive, and they are very supportive. So I'm very, very, very grateful for that, because I do know growing up in an Asian family cannot be, it isn't the easiest, especially with like when it comes to arts and film and all that. I think it's very hard to convince Asian parents to let you do something that is unstable, which it is. Like my job is this. right? This is my full-time job, so it's it's not easy. Income is up and down, you know. Income is whenever brands feel like reaching out to you, and the YouTube money is for me. It's not enough to just like sustain my life, so a lot of it has to come from brands. Um, so yeah, I'm very grateful, and I'm so grateful that you guys are here for me, and you guys like my content, and that I also just have the opportunity and chance to do this like full time. Like this, it's crazy to think that this could be a full time thing, but it is. So thank you. That was such a ramble. I like the mix, and you could separate by playlist. I do separate them by playlist actually. But very good to know. When we can expect the next live next Sunday? Yes, next Sunday is probably yeah. Next Sunday is good. Hi, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm late and I missed the previous live. Oh no, hi Celine. Only got home now. No worries. The live is gone. Like the live is today, it's ended, but thank you so much for at least trying to be here. More snap and yet moments, let's go. Yes, Sid, you're in the next video. I swear, like you're in the next video. I love more color grade and how to get cinematic look tutorials. Got you. Got you. I just feel like I've already given so much of my color grade. Like that's literally it. Like that's all of my steps on like cinematic color grading. Like I have no other steps. That is it. But I really want to try more of like a 16mm look. I've just been so into like a 16mm look lately. So I really want to try that as a tutorial. That would be so cool. At the end, filmmaking is all about teamwork, and when you want to make a film or project, it's really hard to find a crew who really cares about the film. How do you manage? I think as long as you have a good story and you pick out the crew well, obviously sometimes you can't be choosy. Like I've had so many moments where I've had a crew, but you know, you can't be choosy, especially when you don't have a budget. You just gotta take whoever wants to do the job. But I feel like if they're doing the job without a budget, they're super passionate about the project and about filmmaking, and I think that is already a sign that you should take them in, and I think that's already like a sign that someone will be, you know, giving their all and 100% in the project because they want to be a part of something that comes out good. So I feel like low budget films are definitely where you find the most passionate people, and the moment you get higher budgets, you have people that are very experienced but also just might not even like want to do the job anymore. Like they're sick of it. And I've been on sets where, you know, they're super highly paid, but they're just like, I want to go home. Like I'm not going to spend another hour on this. The moment the clock ticks like 10 hours, I'm out. Like I'm not putting in an extra second in this. So it's like people like that where you get super good work and experience, but also like I guess the fire in them just burned out. Yes, let me say, like my thing is bugging right now. If you do the set design video, so if a furniture brand will sponsor it, that's a really good idea. I should get a furniture brand to sponsor me. A lot of furniture brands, so I must say, they don't want to pay. So it's hard because do I want to do it for free? I don't know, because it's especially in like a YouTube video, it's a lot of work. And also like I don't know where to put, like let's say I don't need the furniture, like I don't have space. Like I live in an apartment on the 3rd floor, guys. Like you guys got to imagine. And I have like a small little like cellar at the bottom of my apartment building, but that's about it. Like it's other than that, I don't have space. So it's like always like it's struggle because I also don't have like a storage room or whatever, which maybe I should rent, but yeah. Oh, so much pressure. You're in the video. And thank you, Megan. You've been one of my inspirations and the reason I got into the field. Always grateful for it. Well, I hope you stay in the field. Thank you so much for letting me know. That really, that always fills my heart with joy. Does promo commercial videos count for viewing? Does promo commercial views count? Oh, yes. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, of course. Can you please recommend YouTubers who inspires you or their tutorials helped you in learning color grade? I don't have his name on top of my head, but I think his name was Casey. And Sir has really nice grading like videos, just like his grade in general. Like when I see a film or like when I watch someone else's work, I try to sort of like copy it, not copy it, but like I try to like figure out myself like how they film, like how they graded their work, and then I work backwards. And then on the way, I just kind of find my own style doing it. And to do that, you probably just need the basics. Honestly, you just need the basics on like how to color grade on DaVinci, and those kind of tutorials you can find on my page, or you can find on anyone else's page. There are so many like basic tutorials that you can find on DaVinci and color grading. Another person I really love watching for color grading is Volandis. I love his grading. I think they're straight out of a film. I don't know if he has. I think he does have a tutorial actually on color grading. If I'm not mistaken, but every time I watch his videos, I'm very inspired just like by the colors and like how he uses the colors and how clean it all looks. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like they just showed up because I showed up to their project. My college is about to finish the number. It's sick how I'm gonna manage any suggestions. Wait, I just like because they showed up because I showed up to their project. I feel like that's not even a bad thing, honestly, because like at least you're showing up for you. Because even though you do something for someone doesn't mean immediately that they're just gonna do it for you back. And if they're willing to do it for you again, great. I think I would take it, especially if you're in college and if you're like in doing like a student film. I'd take it really, because it's hard to find people that actually want to be there. I studied stage design and I'm about to start learning filming, so I'm really curious about what it's like on set. When you work with a lot of different people, do you run into any challenges? Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, people are people. It's like even though you're not working on set, if you're working like in an office environment or whatever, right? You're always gonna run into problems with people just because people are people and people are different. And people get into arguments and all the time. And people don't like certain people. It's fine. It's fine. Like it's everything, especially like on film sets, it's about stress and people management, and it's always the same in any situation. It doesn't matter if you're you're a film set or you're in an office, really. But you just gotta take it with a pinch of salt, because everyone's stressed, everyone's trying to get one thing done, everyone's trying to get that one wrap, and that's it. Right? So it's everyone's working towards the same goal to get this done. So honestly, I've had so many producers shout at me on set. So many people shout at me on set, like, Megan, you're in front of the camera. Obviously, that was my fault, and I was too rookie, but I have learned my mistakes, and I don't blame them for it. Everyone's stressed on set. Everyone wants to go home. Everyone's tired, right? Again, take it with a pinch of salt. Everyone's just like, they don't mean what they say when they're stressed and when they're tired and overworked, because a lot of people in the film industry are very much overworked. Okay, guys. I am going to end this live because I told my family that I was going to be here for an hour, and it's been like an hour, like almost 2 hours. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Truly, I am very, very grateful, and I will see you next Sunday. All right. Bye. Have a good one.